Well, hello everybody. So today, what we're going to talk about, we're going to redo the room tour in 2020. So what ended up happening was I had to there's going to be a lot of muted clips where because I called someone idiotic and it ended up hurting their feelings because someone else had watched the video and they showed it to them and said, hey, well, he just called you idiotic because you did this and that. And so, yeah, so, you know, because right after this was done, that's when the whole thing had happened, and that's when, I had to figure out where did I say it in. Because I had called them idiotic a few times in the video, and it led up to about 6 months of channel bashing. So, yeah. So, of boo-hooing and all that type of stuff, and, all that stuff. Because let me tell you, there are some people who aren't exactly my friends, or who used to be friends, or friend of the families, or things like that, who do watch my channel. And I don't know if they watch it now, but, because I had hurt their feelings, I'm going to redo the video. I'm just going to edit it out and edit out the idiotic parts. And, yeah, I do call them idiotic a couple times. Anyway, make sure you guys like, comment, and sub. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subs in my long-term goal, but right now I'm trying to reach 50 subs. So please like this video and share with your friends. Like, comment, and subscribe, like always. Let's get into it, and let's roll the intro. Hey everyone, Tristan here. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. So please make sure that you share my videos with your friends, subscribe, like, and comment. And hit that notification bell in the corner. And thank you very much. Anyway, roll it. A horse right now. I don't know if you guys can see that. See it? It's like a miniature horse, like a pony. Look at that. It's like a little mini riding track. It's time. Go.
God bless you.
Hello everybody. How the heck are you? Tristan Pasiak here with a room tour. Yes guys, I know I haven't done a room tour in like a while, or actually done a room tour on YouTube, but I'm deciding, well, maybe Tristan, you should do a room tour, because I know a lot of people wondering, what does your room look like? So this is where I was just standing. I was just standing right by my door out in the hall. Nothing too much exciting. But this is what my door looks like. If I can get a good pan of all of that. So right over here is my invincible bomber thing. It's just a little chart with about the military airplanes. I was kind of there for decoration because I do like to decorate. But my mom actually got into an argument with me saying, "Oh, it's junk mail." I'm like, "Mom, it's not junk mail. It's actually something decorative and something cool." And she had an argument with me, and so I was able to save this before she ripped up the other stuff, which the other stuff really wasn't important either. But so there's that, and I have another one over there which I'll show you in just a second. So yeah, so I think that's cool. I have a little yellow delay thing. You guys might have seen this in the background lots of times. But I just have it there in the door, just to look all fancy. And part of the reason why is because I just like to make it exciting, you know, with all my decoration stuff. So that's why. And I actually was at school one time. I think it was 7th or 8th grade. I think it was 7th grade. Some kid said something. I didn't know what he said. I think it was because making fun of me. Oh no, it was 8th grade. Because the bus driver asked, "Oh, are you going to Hawaii?" I'm like, "Yeah." Because I've actually been to Hawaii one time before, and I will make a video about that, but I will talk about it a little more later in this video because there's some other stuff that's coming up here. Alright, so right up there is the smoke detector. They pretty much have a smoke detector by every door of each room. There's not one out in the hallway, but there's a smoke detector. So that's random if you guys don't know what that is. And you might notice there's some tape coming along here. It's mainly because I had stars up on here and up on my ceiling, but I decided to just get rid of it because I don't necessarily like lights on or anything that will cause me not to sleep. Like, I like my room pitch black, and I'll get into that a little more later. But we got some switches here. This is that I have in my room. I don't know. It's not like a Lasco fan, but you know, you might because I think I recognized it before in Chifo Yoko's Robbie Fox from one of their posts on Instagram. So, but it works pretty well. You just gotta do is just press this and like spin around all that. You know, it works pretty well. It has all kinds of settings. So it's something because I used to have a table fan down here, but I just didn't like it, so that's why I have this here. Cool. Right up here is the firefighter Tristan. Yes, I was in fact, well, I wasn't a firefighter, but apparently back then I must have been fascinated that kind of stuff because who knows? Because who actually would know that in 18, 19 years I would actually try to look at that industry again. Yes, it's Hagerstown Fire Department, which I don't really like Hagerstown at will, but I was born there. So, that's that. And yes, do excuse all this. I'm trying to figure out what I want to put here because I like decorating. Right here are these rock pebbles. I don't know what the heck these things are. I got this from Hawaii back in 2012. Yes, I did go to Hawaii in 2012. It was quite the excitement. I kind of didn't like it that much because it was kind of loud and all that, and you know. But nowadays, if I were to go back there today at my age, I think I would enjoy it better than I did back in 2012. Which you should go to Hawaii, but it is a heck of expensive, And yeah, I don't want to make focus on about Hawaii, but hey, it's out there. Legit, I have been to Hawaii in 2012. This right here is the Top Gun to the Bomber Force thing. It's like that one over there. My mom argued me that says, "It's junk mail!" Well, guess what? She's wrong because it's pretty cool. It kind of gives you some brief over history. So, that's that. And then we have the Serenity Prayer. I had that on my door. I call this a collab. I call closet the collab. But anyway. Right there's a keep out sign. I used to put that on my door out there, but my mom had an irrational boyfriend who didn't like that sign, and he kind of stapled it up there because it used to be up there, but now it's up there. So yeah, so that's up there. It's a keep out sign, but it doesn't really apply anymore because I honestly need to like change some stuff around and all that. In here is my closet. Yes, look at that light. I don't know if you guys can see it, but look at how cool that light is. I know. It's a pretty cool light. It has like this like flowery type design. It's kind of weird, but why would you do that?
But anyway, up here is some posters I got. So this black guy stopped me in the street one time because he's a pretty friendly black guy. I think he's a contractor in my neighborhood. He gave me these posters, and yes, I did kind of use some of it, but they kind of got all ripped up. So these two are still up. Movies that obviously have passed. I don't know when they were taking place, but he asked me if I like posters. I'm like, yeah. Right there's a little Tristan bin and some old jeans I wore at the beginning of this year, of 2019, of school year. But then I got new jeans, which is down there, and I don't know, I'll give you a hand that. Checkered flags. You know that thing with I said about Nate should be in the checkered flag lady? Funny. Right up here are some stars. Let me go and close this. I wonder if you guys can see it. You guys see that? Stars? It looks brighter on camera, but those are the stars of my closet. I kind of put those in there, but they are still in there. So, anyway, I know. Why does it look like I'm zoomed in? Here's all my clothes, all my Red Wing stuff, and all my clothes and all that. You know, it's kind of a mess in here. Laundry bin, slippers, and the Vans back there. I used to have Jordans in here, but they're in the other room because I don't wear them anymore. They got all effed up and they're all uncomfortable. Backpack, coats, and all that. So that's kind of cool. I'm sure it's probably people saying, "Oh, pick up their closet." Well, you know what? Too bad. Just my little collection area. I don't know what to call this. Since I had this on, I could probably show you. But over here's a little glass thing I found in the other room over there. But I found it. Right up here is my Star Wars thing. It doesn't work anymore, but it's a little bank thing. I don't know what the heck it is. But that's it. So this is a Ikea Lamp, but it doesn't do anything. It doesn't even work. Well, I have to find the bulb for it, but it kind of just sits there until I can get a bulb for it, because I need the Type G bulb. So it's a pretty cool lamp. I got this, but I just haven't used it yet. I need to go and buy the lamp on Amazon, or buy the bulb, get like a Type G, so that way it'll light up the room. But people say it doesn't really do that much, but hey, it is what it is, so I will eventually get that working. This is an aquarium thing. If I can... Oh, that's going to be on. What the? Why is it not coming on? Is it plugged in? Oh, it probably isn't plugged in. Anyway. Oh well. All it does is it has this like light on. And what this does is it will spin around, and it like spins around these fish. It's pretty cool. Now it's like Chifo Yoko. Alright, I don't know what's plugged in over here, but let me go and try to get this thing on. It's like a little old fiber optic thing. Fiber optic, it don't even do nothing anymore. Alright, so fiber optic thing. Right up here is a little leaf thing. This is my dad's, like a little leaf, a picture, something. It's mounting like fishing wire, so it's kind of up on the wall here. So I put it up on the wall over in this area because I think it looks nice. Right up here's a little stoplight. It kind of doesn't go in order. It just kind of stays in yellow and red, and flashes green once in a while. See, just like that. So it's kind of useless, but I used to have a SpongeBob stoplight. I used to have a SpongeBob TV. So I don't know what happened to that SpongeBob TV or stoplight, but if I still had it, I probably would have had it up on the wall. But I don't know what happened to it, so it's gone. So, many years ago, it was a pretty good stoplight. But this thing doesn't really go in order. Up there, my A10 Gaming Headset, if I can ever get this thing to turn off. Alright, I'll just leave it on. Oh man, I'll have to turn it off at the end of this video, because I just don't want to waste my time. But yeah, I've not used it yet. I tried to use, well, I have not used it. I probably use it this weekend because my cousins are coming over. So I want to get this room toured before my cousins come over and wreck it all up. This is the Star Wars Clone Wars Adventures little game. It's a computer game. I never actually played it, but there's actually a whole book dedicated to that game, which is somewhere in my room, which I'll explain why that later. But it's a pretty good game. I tried to play it, but I just didn't get that far because, you know how computers are nowadays. All right, so this is my bed. Nothing too exciting. It's just a simple Star Wars bed. I've had this for many years. Down under here is where all my games are. I got PlayStation 4 games. I got Xbox games. I've got pretty much all of that, and so that's probably why I have it in here. In here is my Xbox games, all that kind of stuff. I mean, my Xbox 360 has lasted me a while. Because, I think it was 2011, I think it was. My cousin tried to connect the Xbox 360 Connect thing to it. To the original Xbox. Like the one with the button. That ended up getting effed up, or messed up. So, I don't know what happened to it. This up here is Star Wars Death Star. It's a big, gigantic thing. It has seen better days, as you can see. It has seen better days. I mean, better days. When we eventually move, I think we might probably scrap it. Because, I mean, I used to have a C-3PO and R2-D2 thing. But when those eventually went out, that's what happened. So, that's my little fat boy if I can get this. So, that's the fat boy thing. And of course, there's the Star Wars up there. And stuff is pretty much moved all around. Because how I used to do my room is it used to just be the bed was up here. Well, I'll get into that a little more later. How about that? Right over here is my torchlight lamp, I guess is what it's called. For those who wondering what the heck these lamps are. They're kind of cool lamps because they have like a little bowl fixture to them. Now, obviously the ones that are made out of glass, but this is made out of plastic. So, it's kind of cheap, but it doesn't really, it works for the most part. But I bought it because I'm like, you know what, I need something different. Because nobody in this house has more expensive stuff than I do. I mean, you would not believe it. Like, this is the only house, this room is the only room that has a torchlight lamp in it. Seriously. I mean, that's just astonishing. That I literally have nice things in here and the rest of the house doesn't. Not that we're poor or anything, it's just that, that's just how it is. Got a little beads and all that, got kind of stuff down there. Right over here is where Yoda is and everything. I kind of use it for the dogs. The dogs like to sleep down in here. Right here is a Valentine's Day balloon. It's in here at the time because yesterday was Valentine's Day. So I decided, well, why not just mix it up? And just put that in there because it's eventually going to fall. Because I like these balloons better because they actually don't pop like crazy. So that's kind of good. These are AirPods with some seen better days chargers. This is the nice one. But I just have a bunch of chargers over this. Come my charging station. This is my alarm clock. My mom gave me this alarm clock. Because she obviously got a new one, and we tried, and I tried, because she has my new one, because the new one obviously is loud enough. This one's loud enough to wake me up. So, there's actually a battery backup in this. It's actually a radio. So, like, take a listen. I think this is by General Electric. So, we don't get hit with copyright. So, it's a pretty good alarm. It works just well. You can't really see it because of the sun, but anyway. This is my lava lamps. This one's my first one. This is my second one. I'm probably thinking about getting the second one. But you know what? There's some water. I keep some water here. I keep a liter of water because I get thirsty and I get thirsty and I have to help out. Fill up that cup. This is the remote for the game. For the fan. This is my Kindle. I am due for a new Kindle, but my grandparents are not giving me a new Kindle yet. trying to sound like a girl, but I'm just saying. So this is all my storage stuff. Did I show you guys over here? So pretty much all this is, and I don't know. I'm sorry if I didn't show you this earlier, but this is an RC Jeep. It's hydraulic. I use it here and there. There's a little 77 sports car in there too. There's kind of a glove in there. I don't know what that's doing. This is a Ford F-150. I do like trucks, and there's a little bus in there. There's another truck, and there's my classic piggy bank. Here's all my stuff. This is my yearbooks and all that kind of stuff from Lansdowne and Floyd Callum High, which I'm graduating. I can't wait to see the 2020 yearbook, which will be so exciting. Here's my bobbleheads, Boba Fett, and Darth Vader, and a little RC bus. Here's all my old, yes, I still have toys in my room. I don't use them, but I'm eventually thinking about getting rid of them. But all in here are all kinds of toys and action figures and all kinds of stuff. So I'm eventually going to go through here one day and kind of cleanse it all out. Probably before we move or something like that. Right now is my thing. Ahoy mate, knock before entering. Telling no lies. My name. That's usually that's gonna go over there by my nightstand. I just haven't done it yet, so that's how it all is. Right up here is my mind sign. I have the actual sign of Mr. C. I know Mr. C has like a fake one, but this is the real actual. Whoops, hard sign. I nearly knock it off. There we go. This is the I-5 flight certificate. It was pretty good. I do suggest it. It is in the Virginia Beach. Alright. So, right over here, I know the light's going to kind of be annoying, but this is my tiki totem, or whatever this is. This, however, was not made from ancient Indians. This was not made from anything. A guy made this down at the oceanfront for the Fall Festival of 2019, and I bought it for about $100. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And, you know, my mom was like, oh, he's probably emotional. Well, no, it's because, you know, he got his sale. You know, because when you make stuff for others will eventually enjoy it. So don't be afraid to do it. This is a disco ball I have in here. This is what I use. I just put this in the day. So whenever I have that thing on, which I'll show in just a second. This right here is my old Spongebob blanket. I put that right under here because idiotic. He cut the bottoms of all the blinds in the house, and so now we can't do nothing. Alright, here's a little sun thing. Anyway, curtain up there with the little duck. I put that up there. Alright, trying to make this easy because I'm starting to get blinded. Here's a Fallout 3. Here's a Fallout 3 perk map over here. It's a pretty good thing that I have this here, but it's pretty cool. And there's a little deer picture I have up there. Man, what's that cracking noise? I swear, there's all kinds of noises out here in this house. Here's the bus rodeo stuff that I have had since full focus. That was not the bus I was in. It was a much older bus. It didn't have the little visor things on it. And it was older. It was a 2009 Bluebird Vision. This is a 2012. There's me in 2015 in the bus. This and that. And that was the transportation supervisor. His name is John J. Cottis, but now it's David Pace. And then that's me up in the bus. Actually, I rode that bus not that long ago on bus 434. It was actually number 385. It was 434. Miss Diane, you know, she has her seat that was lowered. And it's kind of cool because that thing runs like it's crazy. So yeah, and there's me. I was much shorter. Then I was like 5'4" or 3. I don't know how tall I was. Now I've only grown about a few inches since then. And there's the placard, which is pretty much this. There's John J. Cottis, there's number. They're off of Harper's Road. And there's Miss G. I don't think she drives bus 469. She usually drives bus 269. But there's her little thing she got Valentine's Day. So that was kind of cool. And right there is with a little light thing from my little thing up there. Alright, so I know this looks kind of crazy over here, but this over here is my wireless keyboard with wireless mouse. Chromebook on there because it's looking right up there. Whoops. And here's my little iPhone stand, which is cool. Right over there is my orange juice. Tissues, and that's eventually going to disappear once it runs out, but as you can see, I was sick about a week ago, so whatever there's a little thing I just found out today, it's like a little wolf thing. I don't know what that's for. Here's my desk. It's a desk that's seen better days, but I'm gonna hopefully get a new desk because this is idiotic thing. And there's a little note. I gotta get rid of that. And that's pretty much it for that desk. There's not really too much exciting here. So right over here, I have these two boards because I like to put them up. I might raise them up a little more higher. Up here is the Red Dead. I was playing that with Jordan Smithy over here. So right here's my TV. It used to be right over here, and there used to be me here, but now it's up on my wall. Here's the Kenny McCormick stuff of all of his deaths. Yes, I did watch South Park, only just a little bit of it. My favorite character is Kenny. That's ironically my brother's name. So whiteboard, and there's the Fallout 4 Vault-Tec perk map. So this is my entertainment center. I have these A313 speakers with a little subwoofer down there. The subwoofer is pretty good. I was hoping to get the AZ373, but you know that just didn't happen. So I think these are pretty much good. They pretty much are acting like it, but it had its own remote, so I can just adjust the volume. Right over there is my Xbox 360, which is the Modern Warfare one, because this was what replaced my old one. There's a little light thing. And right over there is my PlayStation 4 Pro, which I got December of 2018, because I used to have an Xbox One S. Yeah, I only had it for like a year, and then I got rid of it because it ran out of storage and all that. So who knows? I might get another Xbox again. We may not know. That's a PlayStation. It's very PlayStation is very similar to Xbox. I mean, it's just common sense of what button you would use. And then you got the little, and there's my little Verizon cable TV. And then right there is my little stuff with all my socks in it. That's the same thing over there. Now this is kind of what it is. It's kind of cool. So that's kind of neat. Little subwoofer. This is a plasma ball. Like if you'll do that. Serenity Prayer, I had that on there for a while. Right under here is I got my Xbox 360 controllers and I got my trash. And that's all. And then this is my Seiko world clock. I got this. It was pretty cool. It just spins around. There's my ID and all that. And there's Superman there. Should be facing this way. Voila. Star Wars lamp. That actually was supposed to be replaced by my Ikea lamp on. But since I can't get that, this is pretty much in here. The reason why I want to get rid of it, it's kind of seen better days, and also it keeps a lot of static. Salt lamp, which does actually work. It does actually clear up your sinuses. It's pretty much true. Right up there's Cap the Wasteland, Fallout 3. I'm a very good fan of Fallout 3. It's probably my favorite game. Fallout 4 is second in place. Fallout New Vegas is third place because New Vegas is definitely harder than Fallout 4, but Fallout 3 is easier than Fallout 4, to my opinion. And I play my games on easy. I mean, that's the best way possible. Right up here is my Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare thing. I got that up. It's pretty cool. And so yeah, just that. And there's no stars on here because I like it dark, and which is probably why you may notice there's tape there. I unplugged that thing. There's tape on my power strips. Pretty much anything that creates light in here, I usually try to minimize it because I like it dark, and I usually have those blinds closed because as you can see, it's just getting a little crazy in here, the light. So, which is why I just like to do it like this. That easy. So, that is pretty much it of my room tour. Let's go and wrap it up. Now, so let me go into some history about this room. So, this room did not always look like this over the years. I changed it. I've also been like trying to change as well, but this is pretty much the permanent setup in here. Because the bed used to be all the way against that wall. These two things were on these walls. This used to be over by the window. This desk was horizontally with this. And so it was over here. So now I kind of did it like that. It kind of looks like a classroom, like, you know, like in the school. Where, like, if you're over back here by the code lab, you're way across from the teacher. And then that would teacher not that loud. Yeah, it's kind of like that type of setup in here. So it's kind of like that kind of setup. So that's pretty much how it all is. And, yeah. So that's how I pretty much do things in here. I don't, you know, that's how it is. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. And make sure you guys like and that you guys comment. And I'll see you guys in another video. Peace.